Alright. Time to do this wishlist video because I saw other people do that. That was cool. Even though they're doing it for their mains and I'm out here. Mains. Okay. To start, this is kind of a no-brainer. But this wall combo has to go. Like, it just has to go. It feels like if you're playing Xiaoyu competitively, as soon as you get them to the wall, you just want to pop heat, use forward 2-1-2, and then like just look at the damage. Like, it's dumb. It has to go. We have a lot of different wall combos with Xiaoyu that we could be using, but because that spike exists, it's just too good and you can't pass it up. You have to just take your damage. It's dumb not to use it majority of the time. I mean, sometimes there's a reason not to use it, but actually no, just always take your damage. So yeah, let's use other wall combos. Forward 2-1, hip 2. This one I think is actually pretty cool. We also have one jab, down back 1. We have a variety of different like wall combos that we could be using, but because of that spike, we're stuck doing the same thing, and it kind of makes the game stale. So I think they should remove forward 2-1-2 as a spike. It just does way too much. It's not fun, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's the first change. I guess I'll go through the changes that are not hypnotist related, because the hypnotist stuff is I made too many changes. So we'll go after that. We'll go over that after. So oops, let me go over here. Okay, so outside of hypnotist, we gotta talk about AOP1, because this move has 2 different extensions for stopping people from mashing, and they have to mash because of hypnotist after AOP1. So I just feel like, why have 2 different extensions here that they have to worry about when it comes to challenging? That's too much. And also the first hit, we don't have to enter hypnotist anyway. So I feel like it creates a situation that's just like overloaded. I think they should remove AOP 1-2. Maybe, I don't know, if they want to make that some form of while standing punish for Xiaoyu. I mean, he already has this at I-14. I don't know, just remove this then. Honestly, just remove AOP 1-2. I feel like this does too much. And speaking about AOP 1-4, this move on block is not punishable by all characters. For example, drag, back 4-3 is not consistent to reach it. So Xiaoyu could just run this and then move along. Although we're not saying that drag is, he struggles here, he doesn't. I just think if you're gonna put a move here in place as a frame trap for a mix, it should be punishable. I said frame trap. To check them for checking you for hypnotist. I need to use better words. Anyway. Next, Xiaoyu back 4 has a bit of a weird tracking. Like, it's pretty good. So we got here 1 jab into back 4. You can step that pretty nicely after 1 jab, but like after 1-2, I'm forced to block it for some reason in some scenarios. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm a little bit further out and I'm forced to block it for some reason. It's just inconsistent. So I think just some more consistency would be good. I mean, you could still sidewalk Reddit for more consistency, but if they're dashing into it, it's like good luck trying to step back for. Hey, I'm cracked. Anyway, that's a 4, and while standing 2, I don't think they should counter hit launch anymore. We're in Tekken 8, so I don't think everything should be a counter hit launcher anyway. So instead, I think on counter hit, it should guarantee forward forward 1. Get this instead. Doesn't have to be a full launcher. Although, if you remove the forward 2-1-2 wall combo, you don't have to change that. But I still think it's pretty crazy to keep these as counter hit launchers. I just really want to use this move. I want them to give me a reason to use this move. So on counter hit, give me this, dog. Anyway. I think those are most... Oh. It's this thing. This is where I get a bit greedy. So. This low. I want it to act like Alisa down 4 1+2 does. If you get hit by the first hit here, I don't think you should be able to duck. So that's one of the changes I want. Make that jail, so like they would have to block the next 2 hits if they get hit by the first hit. As you can see, like even range wise, it's this, the jab there does that. Anyway, another change I want is just for shooting star to be a bit more consistent. There's some scenarios where it kind of just whiffs. I can't recreate it off the top of my mind right now, but there was that one Chang Bang post that I could go back to later. I'm too lazy though. Take his word for it. Still in the greedy section. I want to launch Feng down back 3. So either make that shit -16 or make this hop kick 15 frames, okay? I'll take either one, honestly. There's another problem with Xiaoyu hop kick here. I just want some consistency for it. Punishing Asuka down 1+2. This is honestly just like quality of life change. But there's some ranges where this whiffs, so I want that to punish correctly. The current solution, crouch cancel, and then there we go, yeah. I've been trying to do the back way of crouch canceling. Pretty good right now. But just let me hop kick, dog. I don't think we need to have this extra mind game. Okay. So far, that's the... See what else we wanted to look at. Oh, yep. Asuka back 3. I want a better punish for this than 4-4-3. So down back 1 whiffs, right? Standing 3 works sometimes, but not really. So the main punish right now is 4-4-3. Make this 1 frame faster. I'm telling you, dog. Let me punish this, dog. Let me get that. I want that. Actually, yeah, this is the... Nah, doesn't reach as consistently as 4-4-3. But, yep, that's all on that. Oh yeah, next let's go over backturn and heat smash, because this move, wow, look at the chip, it didn't even hit, and then on hit we shouldn't be putting people into a mix after doing 51 damage to them on dash here. Like, so I'd say reduce damage on this. Well, actually, you have two options. Reduce the damage to like what, 30, 20 for hitting them with the backturn heat smash to the mix, or just make this knockdown and then we all move on with our lives. But this is pretty crazy. Like, the chip damage I did there is the reward we should have for hitting that into the mix. Okay. What's next? Did I miss anything there? No, okay, now we could go into Hypnotist changes because... Oh my god, it's a bit loud. Okay. Hypnotist changes. I want to change a lot about the stance, so bear with me. The risk for Hypnotist mixes on Xiaoyu have been like generally on the low risk side. So like this being minus 13, oh, Kazuya can launch it, but like, you know, most characters can't launch it, right? And hit 2 majority of the time is plus or extremely plus, giving wall crush with that chip damage is pretty crazy. So I would prefer to lower the reward for Xiaoyu in these mixes rather than like increase the risk for the most part. So I'm gonna go over hip 2 and hip 3 in the different charge scenarios. 0 charge being the first charge here. So sorry, the weakest option, weakest charge. So 0 charge here, I would leave pretty much the same on block and with hip 2 and stuff, except hip 2 is part of what I'm gonna change a lot. So let's go over hip 2 real quick, outside of the charges. Hip 2 I don't think should heat dash and launch, so like should still heat dash and give that one hit afterwards, but it should not be launching. So right here, this shouldn't be a thing. This combo's pretty fun. Okay, so that's the first thing. Hip 2 into heat dash should not launch. I think hip 2 should not wall splat until fully charged and some other condition is fulfilled. Not talk about it right now. So I want to add a special property to hip 2 here. Just a sec. Okay, so I want to add hip 2 tilde 1+2. I don't know if any of you have played Armor King and did back 4 stunner, but basically that just frame, or I guess it wasn't exactly. Anyway, tight input. Hit 2 and then 1+2 at the right timing will make it blue spark, and I'll add like 2 extra damage on chip and maybe like 5 extra damage on hit for the blue spark. So those are some of the hit 2 changes, but let's go through the 0 charge again, like each charge. So 0 charge, take out heat because he starts in 1 charge on heat. So 0 charge, pretty much the same. Hit 2 does that on block. On hit, I think it shouldn't wall splat. It should not wall splat, and it should just be +5 on hit, no knockdown, and it's a heat engager, so you're still gonna get like what, +17 whenever you hit it, but it shouldn't wall splat. It'll be +5 if you don't have if you don't activate it as a heat engager. So next, 1 charge. Hip 3 shouldn't knock down anymore. So right now it just knocks down You get 3+4 afterward guaranteed, and that's a bit much. So, excuse me. Hit 3 with 1 charge should be the same as 0 charge, except Xiaoyu gains the option to enter Hypnotist right after she hits it. So she hits the low, and she could just enter Hypnotist right after with these plus frames. Right. These plus frames after hit. So she re-enters, and she's still at 1 charge. And basically, since she enters Hypnotist again, they're in this mix. And they got a whole hip into hit. But I want sidestep right duck to be an option for them to deal with the next hip 3 or hip 2. But then her counterplay would be to either delay her option from Hypnotist, not enter Hypnotist from the hip 3, or hip 4. This move is too fast, so it'll catch some sidestep. But basically, giving them that option to do sidestep right duck is something I want most characters to have the option to do in the first place. So that's hip 3 with 1 charge. Hip 2 with 1 charge should just be 0 on block. Oh my god. Right now it's +5. And look at that chip damage. I kind of want to keep that chip damage, but like keep it 0 on block. I mean, if you want to take that, shoo. Anyway, hip 2 on hit with 1 charge should not wall splat. Instead, it should wall crush. So go over here. Yeah, that effect. It should do that, but for hip 2 on hit 1 charge. I mean, it's a heat engager, so that could also change. Little, like yep. Second charge. Actually, just want to go over the change to hip 3 on 1 charge for a second, because I think it is an actual like decent thing, because it actually allows you to do sidestep right duck. You can hip 2. Will she not enter Hypnotist? Will she recharge after hip 3? And I'd like if the situation allowed for like all characters to do sidestep right duck as the OS for hip 2 and hip 3, so we can have like more defensive options. It really feels stale when you're running the hip mix and they don't have the option to just sidestep right duck, and you're not changing your timing, you're just running the mix, right? So that's a bit stale. Let me switch to Xiaoyu here.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. So second charge, the full charge basically. Currently this launches just pretty ridiculous that it's only -13 after you launch it. So if you notice by now, the previous charge was 0 or 1 charge. It still doesn't do the knockdown low. I think the knockdown low should only come after the full charge, and the launching low should just be removed. Hip 3 in full charge should be minus 14 on block and knockdown. Gives the pretty much this same effect here is what I'm looking for hit 3 at full charge. And Hypnotist 2 should be plus 5 on block at full charge. This wall crunch effect is too much, especially with forward forward 4 existing as well. This is a bit much. So yeah. So few more Hypnotist changes. Bear with me, we're almost done. Since sidestep right duck is an option I want for a lot of scenarios, after forward forward 4 for example, I think most characters should be able to sidestep right duck. Most characters can't even step hit 2 after forward forward 4. Xiaoyu can, Reina can, but characters like Brian, Victor, etc. can't step this hit 2. I think being able to step here for some consistency is important. So anyway, I want everyone to be able to do sidestep right duck after forward forward 4. But there's one more thing I wanted to add to Hypnotist, and that's hit 1+2. Charging the actual Hypnotist. So if you start doing sidestep right block here, I think hit 1+2 should charge Hypnotist once and realign. So you would have to make a play on doing sidestep right block for immediate timing or challenging on a delayed timing. And delayed timing would be rewarded by one more charge, basically, right? Now with that in mind, hit 1+2 should have the punch parry window removed. It has one. I don't know if most people knew it had one. But remove that so that people can challenge in peace and not get parried. What else? Oh yeah. So Hypnotist normally charges per meter heat. I think what I'd change about charging the heat is that it shouldn't also charge Hypnotist. This is the only way to charge Hypnotist, is basically just let her walk more. I think the charge should come from doing hit 1+2, give it more use. And recharging is something that a lot of Xiaoyu players do from a distance anyway, so you'll still see like use over here. So yeah, I think that was it. Except one more thing, I'm gonna be greedy. Make hit 3 faster by 2 frames or 1 frame. Because I don't need me or Fear reacting to that shit. It's toxic. Yeah, I'm out of the... Yeah. Okay. Thanks for hanging. Bye-bye.